I'm back. Peace, family. From the House of Serqet, back again tonight to talk about the benefits of colloidal copper. Now, we have some great information. I'm going to be sharing my screen once again and to go over the entire presentation. Feel free to chat. I do have an open chat line on Facebook and YouTube at the moment, so I will be paying attention to the chat just in case I can answer any questions on the side. But I will be running the presentation as well. So let me get ready to share my screen. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see this as we begin. Briefly, the House of Serqet, Reiki and Holistic Healing Center, um, our task is to assist others in restoring their harmonic um, origin or harmonic path. Our bodies have a natural harmonic rhythm when our energy centers are in tune, when our vitamin supplements in our bodies are up to a particular level, the basic level at least. But in order to have a strong immune system, all of your, I would say, like your phosphorus, your iron, all of your elements, your vitamin elements that the body needs to sustain its cellular function, um, has to be on the upkeep. So tonight, we're going to talk about the wondrous benefits of colloidal copper. And this is the alchemic sign of copper. So let us begin. Copper is one of the most widely used metals in the world, a natural conductor of electricity. It has been used in almost every building industry one can think of. But would you believe you can take copper to enhance your body, mind, and spirit? Well, come with me on this journey to explore concrete information on how to utilize colloidal copper. Let's get into the history of colloidal copper. We got a lot of history on this for you tonight, so I am humbly appreciating your patience. Now, let's delve into a short summarized history. The benefits of utilizing copper into your life. Holistic leaders understood and understand the worth of copper in manifesting and keeping their health at optimal performance. Copper can be used on the skin surface or used internally. Copper and copper's compounds, which includes carbonate, silicate, and oxide copper, and chloride copper, has had major breakthroughs in the treatment of various illnesses. As early in civilizations such as ancient Egypt, aka Kemet, used copper for health, Rome, Greece, and ancient aboriginal civilizations soon followed. More on the past uses of copper. Used in ancient Egypt medical text, the Smith papyrus, circa 2400 BC, explains copper's role with sterilization process, purifying drinking water, and to heal wounds. Another Kemetic text known as the Ebers papyrus, which is in circa 1500 BC, mentions the use of copper for headaches, trembling of the limbs, burning, and itching. On the island of Cyprus, Egypt supplied copper to Greece that was used to build the empires of ancient Phoenicia and Rome. Israel's Timna Valley also transported copper from Egypt into Israel from the pharaohs. A quote from the website Purus Colloidal, a reputable source for historic information on the uses of colloidal copper, states the following. Evidence from the time of Roman physician Alois Cornelius Celsus tells us that copper and its derivatives were firmly established as important drugs. In his book, De Medicina, Celsus details numerous uses for copper, along with specific instructions for the preparation of the particular form of copper recommended for each disease or condition. Among his specific directions are a copper oxide mixture made with raisin wine, saffron, and myrrh for the treatment of venereal disease, and a copper mixture made with rose oil for chronic ulcers. Pliny described a number of remedies involving copper. Black copper oxide with honey was used to kill intestinal worms and purge the stomach. In diluted form, nose drops were used to clear the head. Eardrops relieved ear discomfort and infection, and taken by mouth, it relieved mouth sores and ulcers. Diluted copper mixtures were also used for eye reflux, eye pain, and mistiness. The ancient Aztec civilization also used copper for medical purposes, including gargling with the copper mixture for sore throats. In ancient India and Persia, copper was used to treat lung diseases. Copper compounds such as malachite and copper oxide were used on boils and other skin conditions. Copper acetate and copper oxide were used for eye infections. Evidence also shows us that nomadic Mongolian tribes used copper sulfate taken by mouth to treat venereal ulcers, aka that would be today's herpes. More history on copper use. In 1936, workers uncovered what are now known as 2,000-year-old Baghdad batteries in the village of Kayut Rabua. The bright golden-looking clay pots had a 5-inch copper sharded disc on the bottom, and the cylindrical rods in the center. Refined elemental rods such as gold, silver, and copper were found placed in the pots. The center rods were always left corroded, as if the elements were used in some sort of electroplating process. Even more interesting, the Baghdad batteries were electrically hooked in series. The ancient Egyptians actually had electricity. The very word alchemy is derived from two ancient Egyptian words, al and Kemet. Al means from, and Kemet, Egypt. It's common knowledge that modern chemistry is derived from the mystical alchemists of the ancient world. The most modern famous chemist of our time, Sir Isaac Newton, translated the mysterious emerald tablets of thought, the Atlantean. The emerald tablets, also known as the Smaragdine Table or Tabula Smaragdina, are compact cryptic pieces of Hermetica reputed to contain the secret of the prima materia and its transmutation. It was highly regarded by European alchemists as the foundation of their art and its Hermetic tradition. Here are some uses of colloidal copper. Treats wounds, infections, and burns, supports cardiovascular health, prevents osteoporosis, helps the nervous system function, acts as an antioxidant that supports human immunity, stimulates collagen and elastin, which you could say is an anti-aging skin firming property, reduces wrinkles, discoloration, and age-related skin conditions. In 2014, a review referenced many studies connecting copper to great skin health. This includes wrinkle reduction, better elasticity, and healing wounds and skin issues like athlete's foot. The review also referenced a 2009 study as still being valid for copper in skin. In this study, copper reduced the risk of bacterial and fungal infections in diabetics. It also helped chronic ulcers. A 2015 study further found that copper dressings could increase collagen levels in skin. However, the study was performed on animals. This study may support using copper for youthful skin appearance and proper wound healing ability. As with all supplements, please consult your physician and do your own research before you partake. The intention of this presentation is to simply share the well-documented information of the subject and not to give medical advice. Copper is typically a safe mineral supplement. This applies to its use in colloidal copper liquid extract form too. If used topically, you have very little to worry about. A 2009 study on copper states that skin reactions and toxicity risks are extremely low using it topically. For skin care in the beauty industry, colloidal copper has many options to choose from and buy, like liquids, sprays, and creams. Here are a few more disorders that copper has been used in for treatment of. Left brain disorders such as autism, dyslexia, epilepsy, neurological discharge, physical coordination problems, and visual problems. And the pineal and pituitary glands are strengthened by the use of colloidal copper. Copper also eases pernicious anemia. The taking of colloidal copper helps antidote the effects of microwave radiation. Copper supports healthy cartilage and tendon regeneration, plays a critical role in cellular energy production, helps maintain the integrity of connective tissue in the heart and blood vessels, plays a role in bone formation, plays a role in the metabolism of your brain's neurotransmitters. It's used to treat a wide range of inflammatory disorders, including ankylosing spondylitis, arthritis, erythema nodosum, osteoarthritis, rheumatic fever, rheumatoid arthritis, sciatica, and Wilson's disease. Alleviates anemia and molybdenum deficiency and has also been used in the treatment of arthritis, bursitis, rheumatism, and to stimulate the metabolic processes. The metal of assimilation, copper is the metal of assimilation because it alleviates intestinal disorders and stimulates metabolism. The remedy of choice in many renal and spasmodic or cramping disorders is the use of colloidal copper. Neophrine, epinephrine, and dopamine. Functions as an antioxidant, known to play an important role in the development and maintenance of immune system function. Increases the body's ability to absorb iron. Used as a remedy for gray hair, burns, arthritis, parasites, and viral and bacterial infections. Family, I'm rolling through the information. The purpose of the House of Serqet is to assist in restoring the mind, body, and energy centers back to its harmonic order. A moment for our disclaimer. House of Serqet disclaimer. Serqet TV is an informational channel. As much as we check our sources, House of Serqet TV is not a medical professional, but a certified Reiki Master Specialist and certified Master Herbal Therapy Practitioner. I'm also a certified in sound healing. I do not provide medicinal information as I am not a physician. You must do your own due diligence and talk any questions you may have with your medical doctor. Thank you from the House of Serqet. Also, none of our material or slides may be used in any other presentations except approved by the House of Serqet Reiki and Holistic Care. We are here to share holistic information and to develop and enhance the lives of others. Okay, I hope that that was some great information that you could um, take and go from there, do your research, and understand the holistic benefits of using colloidal copper. Because as it talked about, it said that it would help boost metabolic processing. And so is the normal functions in your body, which need to be functioning and not sluggish. Okay, copper is a conductor of electricity. Your body is electric. Okay, your cells need a certain amount of electricity um, to perform optimally. And you have to keep using that phrase, to perform optimally, which means to fight off foreign bacteria, viruses, or whatever you might call it. But yeah, at any rate, your body needs to be healthy in order to even fight off just the basic cold or whatever, let alone all of the other things out there. So I hope that this information can help. I have in the description contact information for questions and anything that you may need. The House of Serqet is actually very active in using colloids. I've actually been using it myself consistently for 4 years. So with great results. And so that would be to conclude our show for tonight. And we will be back again tomorrow with some more wondrous and exciting, useful information for the family. And stay well and be well during this quarantine time. Peace, Uncle Johnson from the House of Serqet.